NCTV45, The Train, anytime on your time.
Come dine with us, come dine today. If you could use some real good food, there's a place not far away. If you could use a drink or two, or a place to go and play, come to Gallo's Italian Villa today.
I'm never getting married. Never. Guaranteed.
You picked a beautiful ring.
Thank you. We're never having kids.
I love it here.
We are never moving to the suburbs. We are never getting one of those. We're never having another kid.
I'm pregnant.
I'm never letting go.
For all the numbers in life, talk to State Farm agent Michael Joseph in Newcastle. State Farm is there.
Good morning and welcome to Friday, December 4th. You've made it through that week, that first week in December, on your way to the holidays. I'm going to tell you, people are wondering, geez, what is with him? He's got all that room to one side. Well, I got a surprise for you. Today, I made some extra coffee. And I bet you don't know why, but I have a couple of guests. You think I'm the only one that gets up early? Guess what? NewsWatch with sports, weather, a few guests to share my coffee with is straight ahead for you.
InfoCision has been giving job seekers career opportunities for the past 30 years. 150 positions are needed to be filled as soon as possible, and many of them at the Newcastle location. InfoCision handles inbound and outbound customer service and sales calls for the nation's largest nonprofit and leading media and cell phone providers. Come join the InfoCision team that offers excellent benefits. You can call or stop in at 253 East Washington Street, Newcastle. InfoCision, the #1 call center company in the world. The Cedars is a great restaurant with outstanding Mediterranean food. The Cedars takeout menu is second to none, featuring pizza, stromboli, hoagies, their famous lamb on the rod, and so much more. So when you're hungry and you want that Newcastle taste, make it Cedars. Now with 2 locations in Newcastle, 827 Addis Street on the east side and 1101 Highland Avenue. Call Cedars East, 724-658-9260, or Cedars North, 724-652-7657. The Crane Room is a restaurant. The Crane Room is a bar. The Crane Room is a banquet facility. The restaurant will please you time after time with their diverse menu. Ask about their daily specials. See the menu at craneroom.com. The bar gives you an abundance of choices with 35 beers on tap and always changing. Their banquet services are always to perfection. The Crane Room, located at 3009 Wilmington Road in Neshannock Township. Call 724-656-1553.
Good morning and welcome to NewsWatch. Hopefully you have that first cup of coffee, and we're going to get to the top stories today in Newcastle, PA. And as you can see, I have a few guests with me. And, you know, I'm going to give you these introductions. This is Martha Constance.
Hello.
And Larry Corvey of Stand Up for Newcastle New Visions fame. And we're going to talk about a very special tradition. And first of all, let me welcome you and tell you, you know, it feels great not being the only one on the set today as we get ready for this Holly Jolly Holiday Express tour. And you know what? I even got you your own little microphones.
Well, thank you.
There you go.
Thank you.
Welcome to NCTV45, and let's get started. This has become a tradition. Last year we had a very successful Holly Jolly holiday tour, and Martha, why don't you tell us a little bit about what's going on?
The Holly Jolly Holiday Express is a walking tour of downtown Newcastle, but it's not just that. It's interactive. It takes imagination and participation from the participants in order to make it as magical as it is. We have wonderful assets here in downtown Newcastle, and this Holly Jolly Holiday Express takes people on a ride to experience them all.
Now, Larry, why don't you tell us who are some of the merchants that are going to be involved and some of the stops and people involved in downtown?
Well, Angelo, it starts at the confluence at 1 o'clock. People should be there a little before 1 to get started. And then from there, as Martha said, it makes a journey around town. It'll stop at the library. I believe that's the second stop on the tour. And if we want to get into all that's going to happen on each stop, there will be a reading of Polar Express there, which is, again, a great tradition for Christmas. It's a great story for kids and adults too, and it does tie in with something that's going to happen later in the day. And of course, it's got the train theme, as Martha mentioned. This is kind of a tour, and it's a train tour, if you will, an imaginary one, but one that's nonetheless fun. And then from there, Angelo, they go. The tour journeys down North Street for the shops there. Status Events would be one of the stops there. I believe Melba's is going to stop there, and I may have to ask Martha for some help for all the actual stops that are being made. And then it journeys over to Mercer, and they're actually going to stop in the New Visions office. We've got a handout for them. They'll go over to South, work their way down Mercer towards Germani's Jewelry, and from there, let's see, they work their way down to East Washington, then over to the Y, and then the Haney's, which is also on the same side of Washington Street as the Y. And then they work their way back on East Washington Street with stops along the Diamond. Are they stopping along the Diamond?
Yes, stops along the Diamond.
And I know they'll be at Love Light Boutique. That's a good stop. Last year they made an ornament. Participants made an ornament there, and I believe there's something very similar lined up this year. And then they continue on their way down East Washington Street with remaining shops. I know we just came from Butts Flowers. It's a new addition. They'll be stopping there this year. Little Johnny's Pizza. Am I missing anything else on East Washington? Cindy's? We know if they were going to be at Cindy's?
We won't be going into Cindy's this year, but next year for sure.
All right. And then it ends up back at the Riverplex for the grand finale. And they will also visit shops there as they come through the north side doors of the Riverplex.
That's
so it's quite an
great.
event. It's quite an event.
You know, while they're on their way to the library, we plan to have our cameras rolling so that they can wish everybody a Merry Christmas and Happy Holiday Season. Now, you know, I'm so glad. I've been waiting to be able to say this all week, because as we talk about imagination and this time, Lord knows I've missed way too many football games because my wife had the Hallmark Channel on.
Sure.
And do you know what I've noticed on everything on the Hallmark Channel?
Tell me.
They never go to a plaza or the mall. They always come downtown.
Nice.
Well, you can't do those things at shopping malls and plazas. It's harder to do.
Right.
You're right. You're right on target.
And so this gives you an extra added chance to add romance to your holiday season and Christmas. Come down with a date. Now, Martha, tell us a little bit about some of the special activities planned at shops. We don't want to kind of unwrap it for them, but so to speak.
Sure. We will have a cultural cookie tour. So there are many cultures here in Newcastle. We have the Italians, Greeks, Slovenians, Irish. There will be all sorts, and there will be bite-sized cultural cookies to taste, as well as an ornament such as Larry had mentioned. It's very fun this year. We also have the YMCA will have reindeer games for people to play, and at Haney's you can hear a violinist from the Renova Music Festival, as well as special guests at the end at our finale, which is actually where we'll have a Chinese auction raffle style. So local businesses, events such as the Renova Festival, and have donated items and gift certificates for their services and products and events, such as this beautiful one that's sitting in front of us. This is from Butts Flowers and will be at the raffle at the finale. And so they'll go around to the different stops, and at each stop they'll collect their tickets, and then the tickets are used at the end to go in front of any item, event ticket, or gift certificate that that person would like a chance at winning.
That is absolutely phenomenal. And you can see everybody downtown is looking forward to seeing you and participating in this Holly Jolly Holiday Express tour. Now, here at NCTV45, we have a special grab bag that we're going to have for the younger kids.
Thank you.
Okay, so that they'll be able to pick something out. Nothing extravagant. They're not going to pick a new car, but but it's great being in downtown. And you know, I want to thank you for coming on the program today at NCTV45, and we're going to have more of an update later on in the show of exactly what's going on. We're going to be back right after these messages. This program furnished by Melzer's Fuel Service. Melzer's since 1977. Daryl Knight, Territorial Manager. Joshua Sun Rehabilitation Center. From the moment you arrive, you know that you're in the right place. Dr. John Wrightson listens first. He pays attention to detail and then makes the determination. Joshua Sun Rehabilitation. We make the pain go away. Hello, folks. Angelo Perrotta for Ferrone Brothers. Wow, you have to try their food. Great Italian food, and 2 locations on the south side on Mill Street and on Wilmington Road in Newcastle. Ferrone Brothers for pepperoni rolls, pizza, any Italian dish that you can imagine. Okay, and a whole lot more. It's Ferrone Brothers. Stop by. They have those daily specials, and they look forward to seeing you. Tell them NCTV45 sent you.
Gentlemen, if you want to look your best with high-quality clothing, then I recommend Main Street Clothiers and Custom Tailors in downtown Newcastle. Mike Caggiano is the owner, and he and his staff have been in the business for decades, and they will always give you the right recommendations. They also carry Rondinelli tuxedos. That's Main Street Clothiers and Custom Tailors, 210 East Washington Street, downtown Newcastle. Call 724-652-3851.
Welcome back, and you might notice that this is usually the segment where I do state news. Well, the governor has no budget, so I threw him out of here. After all, Martha looks better.
Oh, thank you.
Now, we were talking about this Holly Jolly Holiday Express tour. How many baskets, or what's the amount of dollar value that they can win or be in a drawing for?
We have about 20 baskets, gift certificates, and event tickets, and I would say that they total over $600.
Wow.
Yeah.
Check that out.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I have, since, I'm not young enough to remember anything, just graduating from high school a few years ago, Larry, when was
Yes.
the last time we had a movie in downtown?
You know, that's a great question. Of course, downtown had the original Warner Theater, and of course they're working on bringing that back. But I wouldn't have a handy date for you because it hasn't been any time recent. But
Well,
go ahead.
go.
No, you go.
What are they going to be able to see this weekend?
Well, they'll be able to see the Polar Express downtown at right around 7 o'clock. It's actually the conclusion of the day's events of the Holiday Express. And that's going to be shown at the Riverplex. I believe it's going to be shown upstairs. And if folks remember the old comedy club, it's going to be shown in that area. And again, we thank the owners of the Riverplex for their accommodations and use of the facility, but it's going to be a fun time. And I think you're encouraging, the kids to bring pillows and things like that if they could, and
yeah,
just kind of
absolutely.
cozy up. And again, if you haven't seen the Polar Express, and I said this earlier, it's good for kids, but it's good for kids of all ages. It'll still bring a tear to your eye, even if you're older than 15 or 16.
A big kid.
A big
And
kid.
here's the tremendous, listen guys, I'm giving you an idea here. I watched enough of that Hallmark, even me, I catch on after a while. You can come down, have dinner and a movie right in downtown Newcastle. And what better than to have a coffee after you're all done and just enjoy the day right in town. Well, we're going to be right back. And who said I wasn't smart for throwing the governor out? After these messages. Hello, friends. Are you a person on the go? Do you need snacks, cookies, maybe just a deli sandwich, lottery, or gas? It's Gino's in Mahoningtown for all your needs. Stop by Gino's and tell them NCTV45 sent you. Arlington Market, located at 726 Arlington Avenue, has all the great food you remember. Yes, their canned goods are fantastic and feature that old world taste. And meat, cheeses, produce, lunch meats, fresh cut meats, groceries, and so much more. It's Arlington Market. It'll make your table look spectacular.
It's Butts Flowers in downtown Newcastle for fine gifts and more. It's Flowers, 120 East Washington Street, Newcastle, with a wide variety of flowers for any occasion. Call Butts Flowers, 724-652-7727, or toll free from anywhere, 1-800-443-7726. It's Butts Flowers in downtown Newcastle.
Welcome back, and as this holiday season progresses, quite a few things going on in the greatest castle in the world. And let's kind of put these in order for you. December 4th, it's Christmas in the Park. Over there in New Wilmington, they'll be lighting up New Wilmington. They'll have parades and so much more. So make sure you get out December 4th to take a look at what's going on in New Wilmington. And now, that's not all. December 4th and 5th, at the other end of the county, it's Light Up Night down in Elwood City. Yes, such things as a barbecue, and don't forget the concert on Friday night with Janet Filatico and Rudy Zest. And I probably said that backwards, but they are so great. And that's just that night. They're having a screening of It's a Wonderful Life at the Lincoln High School. And then on Saturday, they have a DJ, Greg Marshall, on the plaza, and also a parade, and they're lighting up Ewing Park. Now, right here in the center of it all in Newcastle, starting at 9 o'clock, there's a craft show at the Newcastle Junior Senior High School, and there's also breakfast with Santa from 9 to 11. Adults $5, children 3 and over will be $3, and Children 2 and under are free. Now, from that, there's the Holly Jolly Holiday Express tour right here in downtown Newcastle. It's an interactive walking tour through the historic downtown and debuts Saturday, December 5th at 1 at the Confluence. Now, keep in mind that from 9 to 1, the Confluence has some hot chocolate and pictures with Santa going on. Conductors will lead you through the various stations where you will be entertained, taste cultural cookies and fashion holiday crafts. From each stop, you will collect tickets and enter in a drawing at the Riverplex. And this is what I think is really exciting, and you may have seen this on NCTV45 over the past few days. They're going to have a movie. They're showing Polar Express in the Riverplex at 7 o'clock. And you know what? Just an unbelievable amount of activities here. They're talking about creating your own personal holiday card at the Pokeberry Exchange, cultural cookies, an open house. Let the holiday spirit move you with Haney's Furniture getting involved. Create your own holiday ornament, prizes, pictures with special guests, hoop spirits, and more at the Riverplex. It's a collaboration, and it will build you up, and you will experience and recall these treasured moments from Christmas past, as well as the new traditions you will make with family and friends. Enjoy downtown Newcastle and the merchants there. And NCTV45 looks forward to welcoming you on your way through the greatest castle in the world. And keep this in mind, that Sunday, December 6th at 2 p.m. at the Scottish Rite Cathedral, it's the Newcastle Regional Ballet's rendition of the Nutcracker. So make sure you get your tickets for that. The Spiritual Path Church welcomes Dupring Gong Buddhist monks December 6th through the 12th for a week of prayers and healing, as well as 6 days of building of a sacred sand medallion. Medallion means world harmony, and there are 3 dimensions of the sand drawings. The sand medallia is carefully constructed from dying sand particles to generate compassion, realize the importance of reality, and the social cosmic healing environment. Reverend Karen Heasley, pastor of the Spiritual Path Church, stated, "This is truly a unique experience. Everyone should experience at least once in their lifetime." So Sunday, December 6th is the opening ceremony. All week long, patrons may observe the building of the medallia at the Spiritual Path Church during the hours of 10 a.m. to 5. The entire week is filled with lectures, healing to overcome negativity and overall well-being, the meditation, and the sand medallia workshop. The closing ceremonies will be Saturday, December 12th at 5 with Momo, Tibet dumpling, and potluck dinner. Participants to the Momo are encouraged to bring a covered dish for the potluck dinner and a $10 suggested donation. The Spiritual Path Church is located at 2041 Moravia Street Extension in Newcastle. For more information, call 724-698-7564. Now, there's more on the way. Make sure that you stay tuned. We'll be right back after these messages.
Let's
Pegley's Pasta and More. When you're hungry for that great Italian taste, bellissimo, it is tremendous. You have to stop by Pegley's for pasta, sandwiches, pizza. Yes, it's Pegley's Pasta and More for that great Italian taste. It's not just for Sunday anymore. Head over to Pegley's.
Whether it's a scheduled appointment or same-day service, DiCaprio Carpet Cleaning offers 24/7 service for commercial, industrial, and residential, as well as fire and water damage restoration. Using state-of-the-art technology, DiCaprio Carpet Cleaning experts are ready to professionally clean your carpet today. Call DiCaprio Carpet Cleaning for a free in-home estimate. Thank you for making us Lawrence and Mercer County's largest carpet cleaner.
And remember, nobody gets your carpet cleaner.
If you're having a party, then Keystone Specialty is the place you need to go. Yes, they have every party supply that you can imagine. Planning that wedding, that graduation, or maybe it's just that big game that's coming up, go to Keystone Specialty. Party supplies and so much more. Remember, they have those fall decorations, winter, spring, and summer. It's Keystone Specialty on the south side of Newcastle, Mill Street. This program furnished by Sporting Goods, 23 East Washington Street, Newcastle. Call 724-658-2535. Welcome back, and now it's time for that Cedar Sports Corner. And yes, last night the Packers took on the Lions in Thursday Night Football, and I wouldn't know too much about it. My wife had me watching the Hallmark Channel. I had to say that just to agitate her, you know. But also last night the Celts, yep, Nick, they had the Sacramento team, and the Spurs were taking on the Memphis Grizzlies. Tonight, the Cavs are going to take on the Pelicans. So if you're going, who is the Pelicans? That's New Orleans basketball team. They really were stretching when they were trying to find a name like that. And how about the Pens? Gary's probably going, he didn't talk about the Pens. Gary, I think they went on vacation to the West Coast because they don't play until Saturday. I mean, I hope they're getting a suntan, enjoying the nice weather out there and everything like that. But on Saturday, let's go Pens. Now, keep in mind that NCTV45 is your home for high school basketball action. So stay tuned. We're going to be bringing you that. Now, this was the Cedars Sports Corner, and we'll be right back after these messages.
Daimio and Olson Law Group, where every client matters. Serving Newcastle, Elwood City, and Youngstown. Daimio and Olson handles criminal law, bankruptcy, civil matters, workers' compensation, personal injury, medical malpractice, divorce, wills, real estate, and many more legal issues. Call any one of their offices in Newcastle, Elwood City, or Youngstown with these phone numbers. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Daimio and Olson Law Group, where every client matters.
Whether it's time to fix the furnace, throw the salt, shovel the drive, it's Paul D. Weller Hardware. We have what you need. Whether it's time to get warm, make the macaroni, make the ravioli, make the pizzelles, throw another log on the fire, or get ready for Christmas. It's Paul D. Weller Hardware. Hey, let's go sled ride.
Bill's Bake Shop will make you happy. Owner Bill Cast and his staff keep the tradition going with all those bakery items you remember as a kid. Just to name a few, Bill makes cream sticks, cinnamon rolls, bear claws, cream horns, cannoli, cakes, pies, cookies, bread, pizza, and more. You can also buy homemade cavatelli and ravioli. Bill's Bake Shop, located 228 North Liberty Street in the Mahoningtown section of Newcastle, is open Tuesday through Saturday, 7 to 5, and Sunday, 7 to 2, closed Monday. Bill's, where smiles are everywhere. Call 724-654-4223.
Welcome back, and this in from Sharon Regional Medical Group. They opened a new primary care office, and they're holding an open house on December 9th. Yes, the Sharon Regional Medical Group Primary Care Hermitage announces a community open house on Wednesday, December 9th, to celebrate the opening of their new primary care office located 2425 Garden Way, Suite 102, Hermitage, PA. A ribbon cutting ceremony will take place at 4, and the open house is scheduled to be immediately following that at 6:30. The event is open to the public. The new location consolidates existing family practice providers into one convenient location to enhance the availability of primary care physicians. The physicians joining the medical group our primary care of Hermitage include Daniel B., Heidi B., William Herbert, Jay Porter, Gene Wilson. Additions to the practice are Brandy Carroll, and she's a certified registered nurse practitioner who will be on site to assist the physician care. All physicians have been in Mercer County community and are members of the Sharon Regional Health System's medical staff for a combined total of 90 years. The team of doctors and nurses and practitioners treat patients of all ages, and including all ages of family practice, such as pediatrics, women's health, allergy management and health screenings, immunization, and geriatrics. So keep that in mind if you're in the Mercer County area. Sharon Regional has that for you in that open house. And I do want to mention this, that Friday, December 4th at 8 p.m. at the Confluence, they're having that Arabian Coffee Night, and that's with Martha Constance. And you know, it was great last time, and I'm sure it'll be absolutely fantastic this time. Remember that the Historical Society has that Victorian Christmas going on. There's the 50th anniversary and a holiday open house, December 5th, from 11 to 4 at the Hoyt. I just want to give you a few reminders in case you're not finding that there's anything to do this weekend. We got plenty for you, and it's right in the greatest castle in the world. Now, we're going to be right back after these messages. Tuscany Square Restaurant, 3470 Wilmington Road, where old world charm meets today's modern conveniences. You'll enjoy their spacious, comfortable seating, their fresh ingredients that go into making every dish, whether it's pizza or that just right entree. Tuscany Square Restaurant, they're here to serve you. Call 724-654-3065. It's time to go to Chilella & Carney, floral design artists, for flowers, plants, figurines, and so much more. Whether you're celebrating that special day, that special engagement, anniversary, birthday, you name it, Chilella and Kearney has what you need. At 1006 South Mill Street, it's Chilella and Kearney. The Beanery Depot and Deli. Coffee, made-to-order subs, snacks, and more. Meatball sandwiches, fresh and hot. Pepperoni rolls, fish sandwiches, chicken, milkshakes. The Beanery Deli. When you're hungry for something special, and it won't cost you a lot of beans. Yes, I'm in Mr. Pizza. Hi, we're here with
Sydney.
and it looks like you girls have had a great lunch. Can you tell me what you have, Sydney?
The ham and cheese sub.
Oh, today's special. What did you have?
I had pepperoni pizza and part of the ham and cheese sub, and they were both very good.
Hey, it's always best when you get your food and somebody else's. And here at Mr. Pizza, what a great time. Stop down. Check out the special. Welcome to Crane Room 45 weather. And yes, last night, winter well on its way as the precipitation came down. And that overnight low around 29. Now Friday, here comes the sun with a sunny high of 44. Friday night, an overnight low of 28. Clear, nice night for those festivities down in Elwood. Saturday, sunny with a high of 48. Just right for that holly jolly holiday tour right here in the city. And you could even stop in at that craft show up at the junior senior high school. Saturday night, an overnight low of 28. And Sunday, as you continue through your weekend, mostly sunny, a high near 50. Sunday night, mostly cloudy, a low of 36. And Monday, as you start back to work, mostly sunny, a high of 48. Monday night, expect a chance of precipitation, as you'll see mostly cloudy skies and a low of 33. The precipitation could come in the form of snow showers. No significant accumulation though. And Tuesday, there's a chance of rain and snow showers with a high of 46. And the chance of precipitation on Tuesday is 30%. Now, we're going to be right back with so much more after these. Wow, yes, it's fun to go to the Y, and now with great affordable rates, it's more swimming, more exercise, more family time. The YMCA in downtown Newcastle or the Y Zone on Eleanor Drive in Shannon Township welcomes you to a variety of programs, exercise, and fun events.
If you're craving pizza and more, then Little Johnny's 2 wants you to come through the door. Their menu includes many pizza varieties, jumbo wings, hoagies, calzones, strombolis, flatbread sandwiches, bread bowl salads, soups, and more. Dine in, take out, or have them delivered. Little Johnny's 2 can even cater your next party. Their prices are right, and the food is the way you expect it. Little Johnny's 2 is located at 130 East Washington Street in downtown Newcastle. Call 724-657-2210.
Welcome back, and continuing on with our top stories. The 75th anniversary of the Messiah was at St. Vitus Church, and it was absolutely outstanding, as you can see in these pictures. Many people enjoyed the festivities, and as we enter into these holidays, let's remember the reason for the season. Let's keep Christ in Christmas. Now, many people also, and we informed you about this, the Festival of the Trees at Neshannock Elementary School. to benefit the Newcastle Public Library. Take a look at some of these fine pictures. What a great time was had by all. My daughter happened to be able to go up there, and she had an absolute gorgeous and great time. Now, you know, we welcome anybody that has any related news items to bring them in as my papers stick together. So I'm going to go down this, and, you know, there's different holy days of obligation in the Catholic Church, but keep in mind that we're free. Any worship services that any denominations have, please send them to us at nctv45@gmail.com, and we'll get them on. Now, December 7th, it's a Monday, and it's the vigil of a holy day of obligation, the Immaculate Conception of the Blessed Virgin Mary. St. Vincent de Paul will have 4 o'clock Mass. There will be a 3 o'clock Mass at Westminster College, 3:15 at Mary Mother of Hope, 7 p.m. at St. Vitus, and 7 p.m. at Christ the King, St. Lawrence Church. I wanted to make sure on that Westminster College because it was a 3 o'clock time. Now, keep in mind that as we talk about this Advent season in anticipation of Christmas, Advent penance services will begin at 7 o'clock, and here is a schedule. Tuesday, December 4th, Holy Redeemer. Wednesday, December 9th, Mary Mother of Hope and Holy Redeemer Parish. Tuesday, December 10th, and that will be at St. Joseph the Worker. Monday, December 14th, at Christ the King, St. Anthony's. Tuesday, December 15th, Holy Redeemer. Wednesday, December 16th, at St. Vincent de Paul. Thursday, December 17th, at St. James the Apostle. Monday, December 21st, at St. Camillus. And Tuesday, December 22nd, at St. Vitus and Holy Redeemer. Now, I want to remind you that churches of all denominations are welcome to send in any schedule or any information on their worship services, church festivals, or goings-on during the holiday season and any time throughout the year. You can send that in to nctv45@gmail.com, or send us a text or call 724-510-7345, or send a text to 724-498-5507. Now, we're going to be back with a whole lot more right after these messages. Funding for this program provided by Washington Center Physical Therapy, Norm A. Gabriel, MSPT, ATC owner. This program furnished by the MAD Unit, Mobile Auto Detailing. See Michael Sad at themadunit.com. Today's programming is brought to you by NCTV45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station.
There's more than meets the eye. You gotta give every Newcastle a try. The right small town for living. Look around.
welcome back, and that's going to do it for this NewsWatch, December 4th. It's a Friday. And what's that? Martha and Larry love my coffee. I'm telling you, I'm a great coffee maker. I want to thank them for stopping by this morning, and I want to thank you for tuning into NewsWatch, Newcastle's community television station, NCTV45. And as I always say, make sure you get that second cup of coffee and have a super day in what I call the greatest castle in the world, in the county of Lawrence. Don't forget about that Holly Jolly tour and basketball this weekend, and we'll see you next week. J&J's up next.